Testing, testing. Seeing if this works. I don't know if I'm out of notifications or something. I don't know. Something kind of off. Oh, okay. People are coming in. Sean Americana. All right, good sir. Ian. Hey, Kitty. Um, yeah, so there's a lot to unpack. Um, before we do that, I always share the link, so gonna play the game, pin the link on the stream. I'll have to log out of my, after do all this work, I have to log out of my other account, then go in Fireside, then go in this. Oh, hold on. I have to share the link. Hold on. Yeah, not gonna lie, I went to sleep through a lot of it, so I literally was listening to it. I had my phone playing as it was all going down. So I had like weird dreams. I had like weird dream versions of what happened. It was it was uh it was bizarre. Um, but I do kind of know what happened. Um, so wait, is that a dead pred? Only dead pred asked me that. That's 774-285-1761. That's 774-285-1761. Called MVCap Radio. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's another person. Um, yeah, some things, I guess don't seem worth addressing, but, I will anyway. Yeah, I want to make sure the link is pinned. Is the link pinned? You've Johnny Twins. It's a long time. No see. Um, yeah, so, wait, is it or isn't it? Hold on. I don't know. I want to make sure it is. Oh, I have the link. I didn't pin it though. Okay, now I have the link pinned. It was not pinned. Now it's pinned. Wait, is my audio on? Oh, yeah. So yeah, what topic, there's kind of just many topics to dive into. What topic should we dive into? I don't know. I was kind of just ramble about a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's pinned. Yep. Getting confirmation that it's pinned. I don't want to make this like a super long live. I'm gonna probably just make this like, probably target time is gonna be like, has to be like an hour or something. Ryan, what's the thing Cap wanted to show off? I don't know. I remember I remember kind of stumbling into that stream. I think they were just reacting to Ed's stream. And then on Ed's stream, he had Shuckles on. And So she's saying this whole thing that it was silencing her. So here's the full extent of everything that I'll just say. Anything and everything that I did was in the form of a non-action. I didn't ban anyone. It's just like how StreamYard works is there's only 6 people that can be on. Um, you know, and I will be honest, I will say that she was not in my top 6 that I wanted to be that wanted to participate in the panel. But I did have her on before, because I did know that, a lot of the community kind of did, not let her on. I was like, I guess I'm gonna be, you know, equitable, I guess. I don't know what the word is. That's but it was like, I kind of just I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want her on. Like there's no other way to spin it. I didn't want her on. It's not like there's anything more than that. But I'm not like not willing to not let certain people on, but I didn't want her on. Like no one's banned from ever being on, but I didn't want her on. And it was like she kind of waited in the backstage the entire time, and then she went fucking crazy. So beyond that, she actually blew up my phone. Um, a little bit. I'll actually read some of the text. I'm not gonna dox the number or anything, but I will just read some of the text. Um, she said, "Ryan, please let me up, please." And then she said, "This is a fucking circle jerk." And then she said, "You're such a bitch. Fuck you." And then I just said K to all that. Um, I don't know. That was my response. So, I don't know. I mean, anything I did was a non-action. What's also true is I wasn't quote unquote silencing anyone because there was no I'll put it this way, like she didn't at all say what she was going to talk about. Like whatever issue she has with Alex, I don't know. But I don't know. Um she didn't like say, she just kind of indicated she wanted to come on. I kind of had a bad feeling that she was gonna like kind of change the subject into something else and some other stuff, and I just kind of wanted us to stay on topic. That was kind of more of what it was, but she actually said a lot of crazy shit. Like, I have a screenshot where, let's just see. Hold on. Something they're all chomos, including Ryan. So I was called a chomo over this. And that and like other crazy things. So she was like literally typing in so many crazy things in the chat. I had nothing to do with banning. I don't ban, you know. I kind of saw it and I was just like, it was kind of cringe, but I didn't ban anything. But what actually kind of happened was I guess how YouTube works, I think this is what happened, was YouTube does pick up if you just say a bunch of crazy shit in a chat, like over and over. Like the algorithm literally picks it up and it says like it detects it as like, quote unquote cyberbullying and harassment and things like that. So then she makes this post, she adds me, so it's like I see it. And then it says, um, like we've we've detected that you were cyberbullying and harassing yada yada, however it works. And I'm just like, that's between you and YouTube. Like that's not MVCat. We are not we are not like when it says we as like in that automated message, that's not NVCap. We do not suspend chat controls for 12 hours. That is not in our field. That is not us. I am not able to do that. Um, I mean, I could have just banned, but I basically, I will say this, I did nothing. I literally did nothing. Nah, hell no. Hell no. I'm trying to go for like an hour or two stream. Nothing long. But yeah, just saying no way. Like am I actually silencing anyone? Like anyone can like argue with people I like, say bad things about whatever, such and such, and I would rather. But it's kind of like if it's like a really good panel and there's a topic and it's actually interesting, I might not want that might not want a certain someone to fuck it up. That's kind of really where I stand. So it's kind of like I kind of felt the same way at JT Colfax, where there was times where I did not like JT Colfax and I just didn't want him on panel, and I would just kind of see him and I would like I didn't I have left him in backstage before. I didn't want him. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk to him. It's like that's my prerogative. If I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. And though it was kind of the same thing, but yeah, bring the shit. Bring the shit. Chuckles is mentally damaged and psychotic. She's in need of a professional. Well, I don't like the whole thing about saying I have no business, absolutely no business diagnosing any mental health issue. Absolutely none. And even if an actual psychologist was in chat, they're not even able to because they haven't evaluated them. So I'm not gonna get into that. But I'm just not gonna choose to make that argument. Um, everything she does or interacts with is done in service of getting attention. I mean, what I would say is, I would just say the entire interaction seemed kind of alarming and unhinged, if I were to say anything. Um, and it was kind of confusing because it's like she has a platform, so it's not like she doesn't have a platform. I don't know. I like the pink bunny just keeps going. I don't know what the pink bunny is, but kind of made me laugh. Yeah, but I kind of just believe in it's like my thing is this, I don't want to actually stigmatize like true mental health issues. Like someone's coming and, they have like an actual mental health issue. I don't want to make it I don't want to shame that. And it'd be like FCC where like if you disagree with me, you must have some kind of mental health issue. It just seems played. Um so yeah. Or you keep the But yeah, just saying, that like I'm just saying what actually happened is basically, um, and even when I had her on panel, I will be kind of honest, I did not want to have her on panel. I kind of was like, all right, I let her on, then it'd be cordial. But I didn't like to have her on. I don't like talking to her, and it's really as simple as that. And I kind of thought there was a risk that she would kind of change the topic. And again, nothing I'm saying is, if you notice, nothing I'm saying is like used with like rage or profanity or insults, and I'm not talking about anyone's like attributes and shaming that. I'm being very you know, I don't know what the word is, constructive, I guess, here. But I don't know. People has mentioned this before on Josh's channel, and not even Josh from DAP dragged Alex, and they don't like each other. Yeah, and I don't really understand. I kind of was confused more than anything about that situation. Um, like I really don't get the point of it. I mean, uh, so is the argument like some people were saying that that's how Preds talk to kids, but the whole point of that is it has to be a an adult talking to a kid. From what I know, the ages is Alex was like 19 at the time and she was about 30. So, yeah, I don't really understand the argument. Yeah, again, I'm not gonna diagnose like I am not qualified to diagnose anyone with anything. Yeah. And I didn't really come on to talk about that. I kind of just wanted to, see what actually happened, but then probably talk about other stuff. Did anything else happen? Trying to think. I literally I fell asleep like watching one of the streams and I just had a bunch of weird dreams. Like it involved an alien invasion, not kidding. I had a dream of there was like an alien invasion and I was stuck with certain people in the community and yeah, it was weird. I don't know. I don't recommend go, but now I do not recommend going to sleep with playing a stream. Don't go to sleep and play a stream. It'll get weird. Or go to sleep to a stream while a stream is playing. She told me Alex was grooming her. Yeah, grooming her for what? Like to move out? Because it kind of just seemed like if there was any kind of goal, it seemed like to have her move out and overcome the situation, if anything. I don't understand the like grooming to do what? Like get out of that situation? Like I don't understand. Um but yeah. Um well, yeah, I mean, and I would say that. I mean, I want to be objective here. I would kind of I don't like Meow at all. I detest Meow. I think he's disgusting. I think the way he talks is disgusting. And, I don't know. I mean, I'm just not qualified uh to weigh in the legal implications of it, but I think that what he did was wrong and, that should be that should be hashed out in some way. I just don't know what way that is. Um but yeah. Yeah, but to be clear, I'm not nor am I in a position to diagnose anyone with any kind of mental health issue. Yeah, it was literal human waste and garbage. And actually, here's the thing. I actually probably dislike Meow even more. Like as far as like who I'm more disgusted, it might be Meow might win that. That's a it's not a good race to win, but I don't know. I can't really. It's kind of like I can't really tell what one's worse, but probably Meow. More worried about being accepted here and liked here than getting justice for anything Meow did. Um, and I mean, I don't know. That may be, and I'm saying that in a serious way, a very legitimate. That might be a legitimate issue, and it might be easy to resolve legally because they're in the same state, so they don't have to worry about. Um, you think Ed will get away with it in the community of the Gap? I don't know. I mean, I'm not really here to speak for anyone else other than me, and that's kind of all I've been doing. It's kind of more like if there are going to be people that are going to look the other way, it'll just tell a lot about them, to be honest. I mean, you know, because all I'm ever gonna do is just present what I think, and then whatever happens after is just you know, the universe. Edward said himself he knew it was being recorded, and prior Talek said if he give info that is private, light reason excuse, he wouldn't release that. That didn't happen. Um, yeah. I mean, I think it was very clear that that he. It's hard to imagine he would say that on the record. Say some of the things he would say on the record. Which I mean, Texas is a one-party state, so yeah. But again, also, what's true, as I said, and I kind of keep saying, is none of this I take with like as some kind of victory or anything. Um, ever since I first kind of caught wind of the Predator Catcher drama video, it was nothing other than horrifying, and I did kind of like wait as long as I could for an explanation. But as soon as I just saw it not happening and it not adding up more and more, it invoked more and more speculation until I finally spoke on it, and then yeah, I don't know. Like 90% of it was the response. Yeah, it was jaw dropping. But it's jaw dropping in a really bad way. It more than anything for me. I mean, it's um like as I said, I mean, and we were on good terms even before, honestly, this it was like I think none of this other than none of anything I've ever said, if there was a motive, it was just to show kind of the rightful concern. The precedent of having a rightful concern, you know. Like we have the right to be shocked and ask questions and everything like that. And that's not throwing anyone under the bus. That's not in any way wrong. You know, but I don't know, whatever the situation is, I mean, It's not like I want that to be true. Like no part of me fully like wants that to be true. I mean, and also even if like he came out 100% innocent, and maybe even his brother did or somehow or whatever it is, and like I won't see how that would even make any of us look quote unquote foolish, as he says, because if we see troubling information and I don't see how it's wrong to react in a genuine way to troubling information, especially when there's no clear explanation of that troubling information. Um, you know, so it's just very clear that Ryan's long lost smart twin. Oh man, I'm seeing my face up and shit. What did Ed expect from the Chuckles call? The only people that were left was literally all PP mods that supported him in his investigation because you all jumped on CPP stale. I don't know. The fact that the investigation has been open for 3 years is what I can't wrap my head around. Didn't he say the court date is coming up, or is that only for the drug charges? Um, I don't know the answer. I feel like it would be about the drug charges because I would imagine the child porn thing would have ways to go. But it's kind of like even if it's true that and this is just speculation, but it's like even if it's true, like let's say it's 100% his brother, at some point they would have to interview him, and he would have to do a lot of, you know, he has a lot to prove at least to the police that he has nothing to do with it if they made him a suspect. So yeah, so I don't see the use in bringing Chuckles on. I just think the way he's responded is the way, even if he's innocent, the way he responded was the absolute worst way to respond. Um, like if you were to like maybe if there was an explanation, you were to just be like, all right, listen, before this gets any further, like mention something in private. It didn't even have to be me, and like when he says I don't owe Ryan anything, I mean like all right, I mean, but I was just interested in an explanation of troubling information. Otherwise, I mean, my reaction is gonna be how it is, you know. Um, I guess no one owes me anything, and that's fine. But you can not expect me to react the way I'm going to react in a genuine way to troubling information. Um, you know, but it's kind of like if there was a clear response to alleviate those concerns, then none of none of any of this really would happen. Heck on, what the MVCap handbook says about below the belt comments? I don't know. Yeah, but it's also like, what did that situation have to do with his situation, Like, how does, I don't see how that did him any favors. I don't think Ed did any favors for himself. I don't know exactly what that situation was, but he didn't do himself any favors. Like I don't know what he's thinking. I can't really, what I can't wrap my mind around is just his thought process, you know. Um, like getting Chuckles to bring something up. And again, it's not even like that was an exposure because from what I know, it was like one of those situations where it was live streamed from, you know, I'll just say the other person because I don't want to drag people into shit or anything, but you know, it's kind of like it was already brought to light, kind of when it was going on. Um, so it's not really like something that needed to be exposed because it kind of already was, from my understanding. Because from my understanding, there was like a live stream originally. That call was live streamed, to my understanding at least. Yeah, but yeah, I kind of was just confused. I am and was genuinely confused of what case is he trying to make. Um, or yeah, I don't know. He didn't do himself any favors, that's for sure. Bill is short for Richard. Bill is short for Richard. Bill is short for William. Could Bill be Predward's brother? Anyone ever seen Bill's face? Yeah, no, Bill is short for William. Um, which doesn't make any sense. That's like one of those things that just don't make any sense. Like, why would Bill or how would Bill be short for William? But um, yeah, just one of those things in the universe that don't make any sense. So yeah, I don't know. Speaking on some ish, yeah. Neo deflects bullets, but it can't compare to the deflecting I've seen these past few weeks. I agree. Bill would have a 10 in Ed's yard instead. Yeah. You don't think Detective Gomez with the great assault? He's another loser from Pedward's past YouTube life. And also, I want to kind of re-clarify because I just need to always clarify, right? Um, that just because I'm reading a comment doesn't mean that, you know, and also it's like what's true is, I'm not saying that he's guilty of a crime, right? I'm not saying he's been charged. I have only sustained that he is a suspect in an open case, you know, and yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like. No, I don't think he lives there. I think what happened is that's probably like the most quiet place in the house, and that's where he did his live streams because if you notice, he kind of always kept at a low volume to not wake other people up. Because imagine that, like hearing a live stream, um, like arguing with someone on the internet, um, like at 3 a.m. and then waking up to that. I don't know. It's kind of different if you're in a house or you're in an apartment. But I mean, that wouldn't even be the issue. I mean, you know, that's what you need to do. I mean, um, the issue is kind of just unanswered questions about troubling information. Like none of any of that needed to be uncovered. It didn't need to. I didn't care about that. That was not of interest. That's their business. That's his business. Like where he lives, how he lives, whatever. Um, but as far as like, the only issue I've raised was the issue of child exploitation. Um, so I don't know. I think he's just going off the rails, honestly. I like he's not everything is telling me he's not thinking clearly at all. Um, yeah. Bring the shit. The door's wide open. Yeah. What? Okay, who is? Okay, so I'm out of the loop. Who is Detective Gomez? Because I don't know. I forget. I either forget or I don't know. It sounds familiar. Someone asked Aaron Cox about nano fleas. Well, I don't know what that means. Um. Oh, from Breaking Bad, Hank's partner. That's why it sounds familiar. Okay, wait. How's he? Wait, but how? Where does he fall? Like, where does he fall into this? I don't get. Is he like a meme or something? Or I don't. What would he have to do with? All right, I don't know. I don't get it. He died. I don't know. Like the actor in the show. I don't actually remember if he died. I don't remember him dying. He died, or his pukes are splurging, like, because they know most of their state actor play fight. Oh, I would guess not, because I mean, yeah, he would avoid that. Is Ryan so toxic that no gatekeepers in training are willing to be in chat or come up? I guess so. Calls me a state actor because he is a political nutcase, and I'm conservative. Oh, uh, Okay, I'll make a trip. I will make a GoFundMe for trip to attend. For who to attend? No. I would I would probably be working. I want to miss a day's pay to to find out more information about that situation. That would be a fiscally irresponsible decision. Um, we should rent a theater and I'll meet there for an Ed Court watch party. Oh, but you can't bring cameras in a court, so we would play the theater. Take off, I will pick you up and we go as reporters. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea how any of that works. Well, actually, I saw a person plead guilty before, so yeah. What are they saying? Um, yeah, they're spamming. I think they're just spamming. I don't know. Like, guys, if we are trolls and don't agree with Ed, then we aren't victims of assault. We can't be victims of assault because we're trolls. So I can say I'm the better twin. Oh, wait, what do you mean though? I was a court watcher and got to know the DA and prosecutors on over 100 court cases. Okay, Ryan, I can see Aaron is doing his job for Ed's community of pedo protectors. I will leave if it is necessary. Um, I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of all I can say is kind of the recent turn of events was yeah, it was just kind of bizarre. I don't know. None of it really made sense. I don't really get it. I just think it's everything's just gone so off the rails that it's like a Twilight Zone. I don't know. Um, Not sure. I don't really know what's going on actually. I've been kind of looking at what's been going on, but I'm not sure I understand. I'm seeing what's going on, but I don't understand what's going on.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Can you hear me all right? Okay. Yeah, I don't have that good of Wi-Fi. Hey, I just wanted to let you know I was defending myself after my name was being put in your chat room associated with bullshit, and then I got banned. Just to let you know.
Your name?
Yeah.
Like you got doxxed?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that. I can't
Yeah.
really tell. There's no way I can really know if that is going on because like I just see a bunch of weird names, so there's no way I'll know if that's like a dox or not. You know?
Yeah, well, that's what happens. Is I've been following around Edward with his bullshit for a long time, and this whole crew of play fighting weirdos. And as soon as I pop up, you got
Oh,
somebody like
you're.
LARP Busters to put out some bullshit, and then I defend myself, and then I'm the one that gets banned. See, that's how it works. But
Oh.
I can I can give you a really good lowdown on Edward for what he's been doing for years, and we're actually working on it right now to where I think he's lying. That I think he knew Clovis even before when he's saying he met her in the Vegas Harvest Festival community. I think they've been doing this for a long time. They come in, they play fight between Denise and Clovis, and then they say other people are the ones that are distracting or trying to split up your movement. Just an FYI.
Split
And
up my
by the way,
movement. What movement?
well, the Pred Catcher movement, but
Oh.
Denise has actually accused me of blowing up a propane plant in Nietzsche's, Texas, and a domestic terrorist and a cop stalker and all this other fun stuff. And she just said in your chat that she never said that, but I've got all the clips. That's the way I work. I don't talk about things until I can prove it. You got somebody like LARP Busters in there that can't prove it. So he
Wait.
starts
Whoa. So they're saying you
doxing
blew.
my name.
They're saying you blew something up. What?
Yeah, that's what Denise said. She was on that rant a few years ago. There was a big explosion in Nietzsche's, Texas, and she started blaming it on YouTubers. So what happened is actually it was an industrial accident, and the mayor actually had to come on TV a couple of times and say, "People from YouTube, stop it! It's an accident. No one blew up this propane plant." It was a huge explosion, dude. It was huge.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So you've got a lot of double twisting, reverse flippage, bullshit state actors all circumferenced around your movement to make people fight with each other, just like what Edward did here, to make it lose traction. Okay. And that's what they do. They start play fighting, and this isn't the first time. This isn't the first pocket or movement they've done it to. Okay. Before this, Edward was all wrapped up in the trucker community. He wasn't liked there very much, and they pretty much, you know, skirted him out of there. For
Yeah.
that was the biggest harvest festival. Go ahead. Got any questions? Go ahead. I'm here.
Yeah. So Edward was in a. So just so Ed. I don't think Edward was a trucker, was he?
Correct. Correct. What is he doing there?
So why is
Right
he
at the
there?
same time. So this is how it works. So truck Clovis and Edward infiltrated the trucker movement. Denise goes around and says, "Oh, the truckers are being infiltrated." Right? So they start play fighting. Then it causes division. Then they do enough damage, they move on to the next little movement that's got traction. They did it with the Bundy standoff community. They did it with the Vegas Harvest Festival community. And what
Wait,
they were doing there,
is that in Ted Bundy
go ahead.
or
No, no, the you're Canadian, so you wouldn't know about it. It was a
yeah,
standoff. That's where they kind of came together. It was a big standoff
yeah,
that had to do with ranchers and so forth.
yeah. The states are all on other stuff. I don't know. I don't follow them.
Yeah, I've been following what they've been doing since around 2016. I first saw Edward probably well, around 2017, probably 2018, before the Vegas Harvest Festival popped off, and then they started their community there, and that was to actually protect a predator that was, I believe, a part of that. But he was a predator was working with Jason Aldean, which was the band playing at the Vegas Harvest Festival, and people were being mowed over. So it was actually a predator they were all connected to that actually didn't make the sexual registry for some reason.
Do they have sex offender registries in the states?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what they have here. I just I don't know. I'm very uninformed.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about Canadian law and so forth. But if LARPbusters wants
Yeah.
to do a little throwdown and wants to prove some of his bullshit claims, he should panel up.
Reddit? Do you say
LARP
Reddit or LARP?
LARPbusters, yeah, he's actually been following me around. I don't know if it's the same guy, but there's I think a few LARPbusters accounts out there. But he'll follow me around anytime I pop up. All of a sudden, there's bullshit being spewed in the chat about me, like I'm a Pred supporter.
So do you support you know, do you support predator catchers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for a long time I have. I've just known that some of these movements or pockets, they might call them, they're fully infiltrated. And as much as I want to see some of the movements be successful, like the cop watchers, it's so infiltrated that you're going to get is state actors that'll come in and start play fights to divide the whole movement, so they're not focused on actually doing the original cause. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, so they're not focused. You can actually read about this from the works and research of Trevor Aronson. He wrote for Mother Jones Publications.
y- yeah, someone's actually asking if how you were doxxed.
They He associated my name, Larp Buster, associated my name with some bullshit.
Your like
I really don't care
actual
when
name, like your government. I mean, not your. Are you in a you're in the states,
my
right?
my slave name. Yeah, my slave name. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't really care that people put my name in the chats and so forth. But when I go to defend myself, all of a sudden I'm the one that gets banned, and that's how it works.
I mean, I saw
That's how
you
they
type,
silence.
so I don't think you were banned.
Yeah, I tried to type in there and I was banned.
Oh,
But anyways, it's okay. But that's just my suggestion is that Denise and Clovis, they will continue to fight with each other, so it muddies up the water, whether they're really fighting together or not. But there's so much disinformation spread between the two of them, which also, if you didn't know, Clovis was accused by a friend of mine that stayed at her house that my friend caught her husband uh, doing something nefarious with the children. Okay, this is what my friend told me. Not too long after that, maybe a year or so after that, my friend passed away from aneurysms. And then Clovis bought her computer for some reason. See, so there's a lot of deep shit going on here. That's why they're projecting out. Look at the way Edward was projecting so hard onto other people and busting out preds to what? To cover up for his own shit, right? Can you agree with that?
Um, well, I want to be careful that, I mean, at least in the American system, from my understanding, it's, he is just a suspect, but it's still troubling information.
Well,
And it didn't
what
seem
I'll do
appropriate
is
that he was.
you're okay. What I'm gonna base it upon is his own admission of being a fucking meth head. You don't want fucking idiots like that fucking up your movement. Number one. So all the projecting out that they were doing and damage control they were doing for Edward, does it kind of make sense there now? All the projection out, all the busting out Tommy, right? He's calling the cops on Tommy. Well, it was to try to protect his own shit. I saw what he was doing to Tommy. As soon as Edward said that he was going to call the police on Tommy, it's like, you motherfucker, why are you calling the police on pred catchers if you're trying to catch preds? But anyways, what they're doing is they're projecting out so hard to try to get away from their own bullshit. That's what Clovis is doing with Edward. They're white knighting and doing damage control for each other, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Okay. This is a free speech platform. Um, we don't have the full free speech rights up in Canada. But we try to respect it. You know,
Hmm.
in Norway.
Well, like I said, a lot of the things that I do talk about or present on my channel, I don't talk about it until I've gotten enough proof or evidence there to talk about it. To at least
Or
formulate, okay, this is speculation based upon these facts. Let's speculate now.
yeah. Wait, are you saying we should bring the shit?
Bring all the shit. Bring
Is
it all
the
out.
is the door open?
It's the door. But here's the thing, okay?
How open is it? It's half open.
Why would
Okay.
Clovis need to buy the computer of the woman that accused her husband of doing some nefarious things to the children?
Maybe she thought it was a good idea at the time.
No, there's more than likely evidence on that computer that needs to be squashed.
Yeah.
And I also on my my channel, I put up a clip of Southwest Jeff totally contradicting himself about all the donos and everything. Just an FYI.
Oh, is my mic low?
No, no, your mic's not low, but I've got a really weak signal on my Wi-Fi, so I might be cutting in and out. But anyways, I think you're doing a noble thing by keeping the boot on Edward, and that's what happens is these assholes try to become your friend or become cool with you, and then all of a sudden, once they got enough on you and try to control you, and they know they can't, then all of a sudden you become the bad guy when they got their own shit to worry about in the background.
Yeah. Okay.
But have a good day. Thanks for letting me on. And you want to keep me banned? Totally cool. I don't care. Peace out.
We'll check the status on that. Yeah. So much about the states, uh, you know, as a as an internet Canadian figure, um, to this community, I have to say, that we can celebrate the the principles of free speech, um, and everything. I don't know. When communities collide, when worlds collide, when communities collide. It'd be funny if like that with that mosh pit, everyone just like runs at each other. It was like people from just different communities, and that just ends up what the situation is. And then do we have the trucker community beating up the predator catch community, beating up the fucking gaming community, and fighting the uh paintball gun community, and fighting the paranormal activity community, and fighting the cooking community, and the gardening community, kind of chilled out a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. That's the internet. You said tape Q, then one. Kind of sus. Wait, I don't get it. What are we taping? Well, with that stand in the middle of the mosh pit. I mean, wouldn't it be a lot because he has to bring the shit, so, you know, it's the entire internet, I guess. They should have used a song Down with the Sickness though. That would have been a good one. Man, I don't know. The more I follow the White Rabbit, my chances of just straight up becoming the Joker go up tenfold. Oh, yeah. Yeah, then we'll clad with the comic book community. Yeah, I don't know anything about comic stuff at all. I have so many videos on my watch list that I want to catch up on. The daily dragging is a full-time job. Yeah, every time when I'm at work, I always look for. I just look at the notification because I don't watch the video, but I always look forward to seeing the panel channel come out with stuff. Yeah. Wait, is that actually who I think it is? Yeah. So that I could do well on a an American platform, with my broken Canadian English. I see why it moves on from community to community. Yeah. Cool. We'll just look at all your videos like you were um acting out a character. That was your it was just it was you're playing a misled Jack o' lantern. One task that guy that was just on if he had any suggestions to get him out of the community. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna have anything to do with that, like whether people essentially collectively go one way or another, but I think what's more important is like making it so we don't allow ourselves to be gaslit, where if we do have rightful concern that they'll be protected. Erudite is having to bury you on to squash the beef. Yeah, what's next? It's like I saw Todd up there too. Man, they're just they're just drowning in winners. They have a dream team. They have a dream team. Todd's like, well, I don't care. It's my friend, and he's innocent because he's my friend. Because he's innocent. Because he's my friend. Wait, I can't break out of this loop, but I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. And anything said against that is bullshit. Because he's innocent. And his name's Ed. Yeah, that's my best Todd impersonation. Actually, if you think about it, they both have kind of similar voices, Todd and Ed. It's like one's like they're both raspy by itself. It's like, hey, what do you think about this, Todd? Well, you're innocent. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do a sorry to go back and forth. I can't really do it as impersonation. Yeah, they kind of have symmetry in their voice. I kind of noticed. Yeah, it's like Todd's a little more high pitch though. It's like at a higher tone. Yeah, I agree. Kind of. Yeah. It's a race to the bottom. Bro, and the crazy thing is they were on for 12 hours. Longer than I could now stay on a panel. And they were telling me that I need to get off the internet after I'm on panel for about an hour. So like you really gotta reevaluate your life, Ryan. I'm FCC, and if you ever question me, there must be something wrong with you, something in your life. I want to apologize to you if we were the last two humans on the planet. Haystack, I already apologized to you. Heck, I don't know. Look at an image of Puff the Magic Dragon. He looks like like a user straight up. Yeah, I don't know, but I think it probably ended off soon. Yeah, I can't play any clips because I'm on my phone. Right, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can't admit that. I can't admit that. If he's exonerated, you will still trash him. I know that 100% as well. Well, here's the thing though. Saying if you keep integrity with what's true, and it is true that he's a suspect, and you're just asking questions, there's nothing wrong with that. That's because that's within integrity with the evidence that's provided. Well, I'm not really sure what you have a problem with then. I don't know. Well, who's demanding? No one's really demanding anyone to do anything, but it's like if all of the information to base the situation off of is concerning, then it's going to be a concerned reaction. Um, it's not evidence, it's an accusation. No, it's not. I mean, it's true he's a suspect in an open case involving child porn, and that's true. Um, and that's not an accusation. An accusation would be saying he's guilty. No, it isn't. Just yes, it is. That's it. That's the argument. Just yes. Collectors unite, put your rings together like Power Rangers. Yeah, I mean, finding out he's a suspect, that's troubling information, and we have the right to be concerned about it. Um, and none of that is saying he's guilty. Yeah, I mean, I'll just repeat myself, but yeah, also with all the inconsistencies, it just even at best, if he was 100% innocent, it he handled it literally the worst way. It's almost like you could think of what is the worst way I can handle the situation, and then doing everything he did, literally. Which is what a lot of people are saying. All there is evidence of a warrant issued of an accusation. Get the evidence. So actually, no, that would actually, if that was even true, that would mean um, that you would be saying that he was charged, which is not even true, which I'm not even saying. But what happened was, from what I recall, there was an anonymous tip sent in, and that was enough evidence for a judge to sign a warrant to essentially raid the house and confiscate devices. So that's yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't know. That kind of that kind of lost me. Um, last two people are ready to die on this hill. Why even go back and forth? I mean, it's Flavy. Who gives a damn? I mean, and there's a crazy amount of inconsistencies in what was said too. Well, actually, I'll ask Sabby if she can condemn the martialist for doing what he did. Yo, that guy is a true weirdo. I don't know, I have a weird thing where I don't really trust people that wear masks. I don't know. I was always taught to avoid people with masks, unless they're doctors. Well, but that was because of wait a minute. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, before COVID, I mean, but it's like now after COVID. But it seems sketch though, the martialist. I'm kind of reading some of the comments. Wait, he is. Hold on. So I just looked. It's a premiere. So about the martialist, he'll come back. I already went against the martialist with his idiotic behavior, but if anyone actually ever paid attention, Ed never lied. What? Ed never lied? He stated he doesn't side with his brother for the same actions as Tommy's. No. But he literally said he doesn't think his brother's a pedo. He said that. And then the question was like, all right, so it's not your brother. No. So who is it? So that didn't happen. Um, he contradicted where he was living. He contradicted that everyone in the home would get their devices confiscated, even though his mother was. He didn't mention that his mother was in the residence. There's countless facts upon facts that were inconsistent. And even the meth use. I mean, not to mention, like, I don't care about the meth use, but it was still an inconsistency because he's saying one thing's true and then something else actually being true. no, I mean, uh, I think the original situation was that he was going after Tommy because he wasn't calling out his brother, but Ed was saying that he doesn't think his brother's a pedo, but then in the phone call, it clearly he was indicating that it was his brother. But why wouldn't he do that publicly if if that's really what's true? And that's kind of the problem with all this because now it's like all this question about what's actually true. We have to say if this is true, if that's true. Bro, what is like people? What is it? Oh, there's a lot of comments. Oh, that's sad. He says he's going live in a minute. Shake man, the guy is definitely tweaking, spending all day on this shit, and he says he has a job. Yeah, no, I'm already like half going to sleep, and I just came from my job. But yeah, yeah, in all seriousness, I don't think I think I'm gonna end it off